Why do animals behave the way they do? It seems strange that some animals would spend so much time and energy hiding from predators, when others spend almost all their time looking for food. What's really going on under the surface of animal behavior? Here are 10 surprising and interesting facts about animals that might help to answer these questions. Dogs can read your mind. A study done by researchers at the University of Edinburgh in Scotland found that dogs can understand what their owners are trying to tell them using only visual cues, indicating they have an ability to read their owners' minds. The research used dogs of various breeds, including border collies, Labradors, Huskies and Beagles. The experiment required dog owners to hide a treat under one of 2 cups. When facing one cup but thinking about where he wanted his dog to go, he would look at his pet with his head cocked to one side. When looking at both cups but intending for him to go under one, he would use his gaze as a flashlight so that his pup could see which cup was in front of him. Monkeys love taking selfies. Well, not just any monkeys, but at least one. Naruto, a crested macaque from Indonesia's Sulawesi Island, has taken over 1,000 selfies using photographer David Slater's camera. According to Slater, the monkey would wait for hours for him to set up his equipment and would throw temper tantrums if he left to get lunch or run errands. More than anything else though, what amazed Slater was how good Naruto was at getting a great photo. He has perfect eye contact and is always looking in exactly the right direction, he said in an interview with Slate magazine. Sometimes he even seems to be looking into my soul. Baby flamingos make noises that sound like human speech. We've all watched Flipper with our kids at some point, but it turns out flamingos are actually quite intelligent. Researchers have recorded a baby flamingo making noises that mimic human speech. Their research shows that these birds can learn human sounds like they would any other sound, meaning they may be able to develop language skills. The research is still ongoing, so scientists aren't yet sure of how far these birds will go with their ability to speak, but chances are we'll have another talking parrot on our hands soon enough. Seahorses are monogamous. Seahorses are weird-looking little creatures that live in coral reefs. They have long snouts, which they use to suck up tiny sea creatures. Seahorses are also some of the strangest members of animal kingdom, because they are monogamous. A male seahorse will only mate with one female seahorse at a time, and vice versa. This is extremely unusual for animals, as sexual promiscuity is very common in nature. Scientists still don't know why these little fish have such bizarre mating habits. Octopuses love dance parties. Are you going to a concert anytime soon? Don't forget to invite an octopus. According to scientists at Duke University, these cephalopods love music, specifically reggae, rock, and punk. To study their preferences, researchers played a range of genres while monitoring octopus behavior. They found that when exposed to upbeat tunes such as Bob Marley's One Love or The Clash's Rock the Casbah, octopuses were more active and engaged than when listening to slow-paced songs like Frank Sinatra's Fly Me to the Moon. You might expect them to prefer heavy metal. After all, they are from the ocean. Hedgehogs look like spiky balls of fluff. With a flattened head, round ears, brown eyes, white body and spiky back, hedgehogs look like cute balls of fluff. They have long snouts with nostrils at their ends to sniff out food in dry environments like deserts. They are nocturnal, meaning they sleep during daytime and are active at night, so that they don't come into contact with large predators. Unlike most other small mammals such as rats or squirrels which hibernate during winter months, hedgehogs do not hibernate but instead migrate in search of warmer locations. While mostly insectivores, eating insects, some species also consume eggs, mollusks and even frogs if available. Snails are gentle gardeners. Snails have quite a taste for dead, rotting plants. And to get to their fresh food, they'll sometimes nibble at living vegetation, creating mini potholes. Plants don't like having their roots chewed on, so some species have developed chemicals that ward off these pests by making them feel full. Most of these chemicals are harmless to snails and people, but one substance in particular is lethal: glycoalkaloid. Poisonous for both snails and humans, when consumed. Glycoalkaloids were used in 19th century Switzerland as an ingredient in stews. It's said that William Tell served them up to his son before attempting his famous arrow shot. Animals with blue eyes have a higher pain tolerance. An experiment performed in Sweden concluded that people with blue eyes have a lower pain threshold than those with brown or green eyes. Scientists believe that a genetic mutation in those with blue eyes actually represses a natural enzyme which increases their tolerance to chronic pain. This means that if you are considering taking up weightlifting, or any other sport where injury is common, it might be best to avoid eye colors on one end of the spectrum. At least for now. Cats purr when they're happy, and sometimes when they're sad too. When a cat is purring, they're not trying to imitate an engine like you might think. Instead, they're imitating a mother cat and her newborn kittens. Experts say that cats growl Because of something called cacophony-induced aggression in cats. That means if another animal or human makes too much noise near their face, their instinctive reaction is to growl at them. Chickens remember where their favorite snacks are hidden even after several months. Chickens are thought to be less intelligent than some other birds, but that doesn't mean they don't have impressive memories. Researchers at Scotland's University of Edinburgh found that chickens remember where their favorite snacks are hidden even after several months. The birds can also keep track of numbers up to 5, while some humans often struggle with simple arithmetic.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.